Hi everybody, it's Andrea Mercier, aka Ann Loam, and welcome to my studio. This is just a quick video to give you an update about the North Gate sign that I did. You can go right here and watch that video. Um, about 2 days after I installed it, it rained, and when I got up the next morning, I noticed that around the screw holes that the finish was starting to do that same thing the Mod Podge did, where it was kind of turning white like Elmer's glue, and I was freaking out. I thought for sure the coats of the Liquitex gloss medium and varnish would prevent that, but it did not. So I took it off the gate, I put it in my basement, and I let it dry for 2 or 3 days so that the finish would recrystallize clear again and I could think about what I was going to do. So while I went out and I bought this Ultra Cover, which said it also bonds to plastic, and it's a clear gloss and it seals and protects. So I put 2 coats on the back, and I've just finished putting in a 3rd coat on the front. And one of the things that may have happened, because it was only doing it around the screw holes, was that my husband had taken it off the gate because he said it was crooked, and he reinstalled it, and I think that potentially that protective coat of paint that was inside of it might have been compromised. So I took this and I sprayed it in the 4 holes from the front and the back, and then I covered it completely and covered around the sides, and I used over half the can on it. But I'm hoping that that will work. So it's outside drying right now, and it'll take 24 hours to cure. So I'll bring it inside, let that cure overnight, and then tomorrow, if it's not raining, I will reinstall it. And then once it's reinstalled, I'm going to take whatever's left of this, I'm going to spray around the screws, and I'm going to spray the front again. Now, I'm telling you this, one, so that you don't go through life thinking that that went up on my gate and it was just hunky-dory, and two, in case you were trying to reproduce that even in a smaller piece, that you had all the information you needed and you didn't put the gloss medium on it and then put it outside and it got destroyed. I would hate to think that that happened to someone's art. Now, again, I have since gone out and bought 2 pieces of masonite that are 24 by 24, and if I had had them the day that I started that project, I would have put it on the masonite, but I didn't, so I used the canvas panel. Speaking of my masonite, when I went to go get that clear coat, I found this gesso spray. So instead of having to paint and sand and paint the gesso on to get a nice flat even surface, I was going to roll it too. I've never seen this before, so I'm actually going to be able to spray the gesso on, so I'll be able to have a nice flat a nice flat even surface to start on, and I won't have to do any sanding, which I'm very excited. And if it works on that masonite, I might be using this for some of my big canvases too, because that's one of the hardest things is when you start the canvas and you gesso it so that you have some tooth and you have something to start the paint on, you can already start without a flat surface, and because of the brush strokes, and it can annoy me a little bit. Anyways, that was it. This is probably the shortest video I've ever had. I welcome you to return on November 11th, 2015, because that's when I'm releasing the November hashtag event. Both the secret hashtag and the piece of art that I just finished yesterday. I'm very proud of the piece. It's great. The video is an hour and a half long, so this is definitely the shortest video I've ever made. I will talk to you soon. Thank you very much. Have a great day.